how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Disco Elysium, shall we? Alright, well, I'm thinking to myself, what can we do? Right? We need to find the working class husband, we need to figure out the lady driver, and we need to prove authority, and I can't figure out about the lady driver because nobody wants to talk to me. I'm not good, but I need to establish authority, and it seems difficult. But I can go across the river and find more of the cryptozoologist and maybe do this. But the other thing I'm worried about is I might be like getting behind and missing something, but I'm going to go talk to the union guy. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want to get the body down. And this might not be the best way to get that body down, but it needs to happen. And so if we can get it down, then maybe some things will happen. I mean, I could... Oops, I went to the wrong place to get to Kuno's shed. I could, of course, go look on the other side of the river and do a bunch of things, but I feel like I'm, you know, very, very far behind on at least having an autopsy performed and doing some stuff with the corpse, and it's just bad form to leave that body there and go look for, like, her husband, even though that's a job I want to do. Let's just, you know, do one thing at a time. Alright. So we go here, and I wonder if I can make the jump automatically. Oh no, man, I am doing this all wrong. I'll still try to make the jump, but I forgot I opened the door from the inside. So I think I could just go back to the street and go past Manana, and then go through the door to the office area without having to do this insanity. But we'll see. If I have to make this check again, I'm gonna be sad. Oh no, I can't jump down anymore. It's not even giving me the option to like just jump over because the coat isn't there to interact with. So it's a no-go. Alright, well that's fine. I was worried about it anyhow. We'll do this the responsible way. I don't want to break Harry's legs. Harrier de Bois. My poor legs. I need some of Kuno's magnesium pronto. Question is, does Kuno have parents? And then, what are the probabilities that the hanging man is actually Kuno's father? And he is punishing him with stones for a horrible upbringing that has resulted in the amphetamine-addicted monster that is Kuno. Alright, let's get in here. Now we've got it. Now we can go talk to this labor boss. Alright. Let's move over here. That's a cool building, by the way. I like that room with the slanted windows. Alright. We're going for it. No, this is the wrong way. That's the security man. He might actually be there, for all I know. I have moved and destroyed this crate, but we'll do that another time. mean, this guy's office is no joke to get to. Like, what if these crates aren't here? Does he move his office when the crates move? Is there an explanation for this insanity? The coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. An extra 10 cents. Here he is. We found this guy. Let's go talk to him.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
This is not what I expected Evrart Clare to look like. He also looks... He gave me, like, the pistol pantomime. Like, hey, nice to see you.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing.
He doesn't look straight,
he
it's
simply
reclined.
Stares at you.
Let's get straight to business. There's a dead body in a tree.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
He gestures to a tiny chair opposite his giant desk.
I'm Evrart, Evrart Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
God, his nasal voice is something else.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
You mean your lack of health. It's apparent.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
It does. Look at these. There's two of them, though.
You go ahead, detective.
All right. He's deferring to me.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best.
I'd rather stand.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
No. Your chair is terrible. First, you can call me Harry because that's my name.
Excellent, Harry. Of course, that's your name. What else could it be? Now, please, have a seat.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing it cool, but he knows his ploy didn't work.
That's right. It didn't work. Take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink. Remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world.
Oh, no.
It's violating
It
your
actually
backside.
hurt me. All right, I need to heal. Continue.
By the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say.
Ah.
This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points to it again.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
It's a huge check for 25 real.
Yes, but you owe him for it.
It's true. Wait, you know Garth?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
Piece of work.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Keep it, I'm good.
Okay, okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
Nope. He crosses his arms on his ample midsection and sinks further into his chair. It's funny how much I dislike this guy. He just looks like a shyster. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I also don't know if that word is appropriate. So I apologize if it's offensive to anyone. I don't even know necessarily what it means. I just mean, like, he looks like something between a used car salesperson and a loan shark and a mob boss. Like, just all kinds of bad shady things.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo.
Slug-like?
Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun.
I do hear that. It's awful.
The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
Yeah, let's heal up the old morale.
When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
I'm not worried. I got this.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right.
I'm fine, dude.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
I can't do composure. But I have to... I guess so I have to do the other thing?
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
That's right.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
So I have to roll it. The chair is killing you. You get -2. That's...
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
No, I'm not about to cry.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
It's your chair.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to a safe place.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
That's right.
It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself.
Yeah.
Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
I'm told the Union is involved in the local drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy, honestly.
Nope. No comment.
Harry, you wound me, Harry, in the heart. But I trust you to put this to bed. Do what you must, and let's change the subject, shall we?
Okay.
He's hiding his real reaction beneath courtesy.
That's right.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
Mm-hmm.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
Nice.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Could you help me get a dead body down from a tree?
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder.
That's right.
Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Also, I studied the footprints at the crime scene. Worker boots.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
He licks his fat lips and
But
smiles.
of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He picks up the handset of a radio phone to his right and clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down.
Oh my god. Jean-Luc. That's not Measurehead, is it?
And Jean, please take it easy with the
Yeah, it
race
is.
science. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science.
He hangs up and turns his back to you.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy.
Yes. I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez.
It is.
I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help you, like I'm helping you with the body.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me,
Say nothing.
but there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Okay.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
Let's do it.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors
And
in
I'm
my
sure
life.
you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
Oh yes, I can trust you.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
Why don't you open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
I actually couldn't.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs his nose.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Damn it. Fine, I'll look into it. We need to talk about the murder.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level.
I don't want to do that.
You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is.
He smiles.
One last thing, Harry.
Uh-huh.
Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Okay. I met Joyce, the company representative.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation.
Okay.
Everyone is just pals here.
Yes, they are. Just
We're
pals.
all trying to do what's best for Martinez here. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the tree. I'm not a jealous guy.
What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Gama?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
You called him a midget.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
We are. Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Funny, Joyce didn't mention any casserole.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
Yours was.
This particular brand of humor he has, it makes for a fine distraction.
It sure does.
If it's spilled blood you're looking for, then there certainly isn't any in his expression or demeanor now.
I'm making all my checks. Everett, Joyce seems to think the Union is lowballing her.
Yes, yes. Low-balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
Well,
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
okay. Why haven't you let her see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
Wow.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Okay, let's talk about something
Of course,
else.
Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization.
Well, thank God.
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide.
Okay.
Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret.
None of it.
Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Evrart doesn't mind.
Third person ever.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
It was. What's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the Kavalzen crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
I will. Let's talk about my lost gun. Hopefully this doesn't hurt my morale.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone.
Grandmas will know.
Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
Good.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
The gun may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have your men factored that in?
Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it.
Ah.
Now, please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important, building our relationship for the good of Martinez.
Yes.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
Does this mean that if I do things for you, I will get my gun back?
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
How do you know my name?
Oh, I know everything about you, Harry. I have a big fat folder on you. Very juicy stuff.
I bet.
And the word on the street is your memory is a bit hazy. If that's true, maybe I can help you out. Do you a little favor, so to speak.
Oh, yeah?
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
My memory's fine. Don't worry about it.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently, my sources were wrong.
He pats the brown folder again.
However, if you would have a spot of memory trouble, well, let's just say a fat, juicy folder could really fill in the blanks.
It could.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done.
No harm.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Everett over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Harry has some questions he needs answers to.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Have another look at that folder.
As you look at the folder, Evrart covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder.
Yeah.
It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
It is, isn't it? A brown folder. That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Correct.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
God, I don't want to help this guy at all. Why do I like Joyce better than this guy?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you.
He doesn't.
A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age...
I too am surprised by the resilience and athleticism of this tool I've been provided with. Tap your chest.
Yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Very impressive.
Continue.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Everett, I'm going to leave now, but we might talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Great. Wouldn't want to get stuck in here.
Here. You're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Thanks. Now I can just go in the way I came out, though. Alright. So, we've talked to this guy, and now Measurehead is going to help us get the body down. I can't wait for that. Let's see how that plays out. I hope it's not too much race theory from my buddy. And my buddy, I mean, not my buddy. Just a horrible nightmare of a man who I wish I could take down to help Kim. Hey, my man, do you have anything to say?
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
A bathhouse. I have some questions.
No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Are you
it's
the
like that
Leo?
old saying goes, wisdom withers if not shared. And old Leo is always up for sharing.
Thanks, Leo. Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was that about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started.
The little guy chuckles merrily.
It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
What do you mean by taking this soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Hold up. Who makes it at the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Something's off about this borscht. I'm gonna look into
Oh,
it.
sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
I'm off. Alright, so let's talk to that. Man, Manana is like got his fingers and toes in everything. This Manana. What hasn't he done? Let's smooth talk
You're
it.
back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Rhetoric, impossible. That's so funny.
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical wasn't an option.
Because what wasn't an option?
Using my body over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Alright, nothing more to do. Alright, maybe I can then. I'll just have to boost up my rhetoric intensely. My rhetoric's already pretty good though. Maybe I can put on a whole bunch of rhetoric clothing. So he's saying go in through the gate. I don't even know how to get to the gate, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, he gave me a key card to use on the gate. Where in God's name is the gate? If I didn't go the way I did, I don't know. Maybe, like, unlocking the door was some kind of kung fu move? Like, why does he have to give you that card? Is it in my inventory? Keys? The Union card. Oh, maybe because I already picked up the card when he wasn't here at night. That is the key card I'm using to get in and out, and I don't need his stinking key. Maybe? You know, it feels like that could be right. Alright, well anyway. Come on, Measurehead. God, I'll tell you what. It would be worth dealing with Measurehead's extreme and bizarre race science if I could just see him interact with Kuno. Like, when he goes to get the body, if he just, you know, knocks Kuno away into a wall in front of the outraged and Kuno S, then we're talking. Alright, let me look at this again about the Borscht and see if there's any information.
The file cabinet stands
no, it's the same.
withdrawn.
Alright, what's so special about the Borscht the strikers are eating? God, let's, if I could just, like, poison it so that, what's his face? Titus would get a little bit less resilient, so I could more easily stop him, then we'd be talking. Manana, I'm on to you, man.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
Labor Utopia.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Evrart said you had a key to a door?
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I'm not opening this door for myself. I'm opening it for all working men.
I knew this man was a commie. And it's a good thing you're doing too. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse.
Ah.
That's behind the whirling and
See,
riots.
I've been looking at that.
That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
His gaze wanders off into the distance.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task? The weasel person. When will be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
He takes a big sip from his flask.
He means he's not going to tell you, cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Evrart.
He will, won't he?
He is, and what they're fighting for.
Actually,
This is interesting.
that's right. Maybe he can tell me about the lady driver. Do you know anything about the Hardy
Los
Boys?
Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility.
Ah.
They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Evrart's law. But really, they're just like you.
Why are you
We're
striking?
negotiating our share.
Your share?
Aye.
Wait, so not wages or pensions?
This stuff, they already covered.
However much you feed the
The
wolf.
wolf always wants more. I like wolves.
How large a share would you
All of
like?
it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
I see.
This seditious talk sounds like communism.
It is.
Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Grad. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
That's a good explanation of communism. Thank you. The boss man, what can you tell me about him?
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
What does bossing the union entail anyway?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
I see.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
The deaths seem lavish.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion.
Right.
Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
It has not. Are you a communist?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
But the stuff you do aligns admirably well with the world republic. Why not call yourself a communist?
I have nothing against communists. They are honorable boyaderos. And they have good analysis.
I see.
But my own code serves me well. If my code starts failing, a code can fail a man as well as a man can fail a code, then I will have to submit to a new one, which may well be communism.
It sounds like you're a communist who thinks he isn't doing enough to call himself one.
See, I am primarily a lazy person.
He looks very amused, as if thinking about some private joke or mystery.
No doubt he's communist enough to call himself such, but he won't.
Why?
He likely believes that when someone has radical ideas, he should still rather present himself as a self-interested moderate, not as a missionary of a minority ideology.
Because?
It might come in handy to present ideas as a part of reality, the only reality that exists, instead of some abstract, true form. On the other hand, he's not lying when performing this sleight of hand. He's a self-interested moderate.
Basically, you're a self-interested moderate.
That's one way to call it, friend. An unnecessarily complicated way.
Uh-huh.
Laziness, self-interest, and negligence certainly fit the doctrine espoused here.
Is
Ah,
it the dulcet tone of ultra-liberalism I hear?
yeah.
At least some people are willing to make the necessary sacrifices in order to reach higher and to better the world.
You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political situation.
Sure. I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
Is there?
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing.
Gosh, I wish I could have... And we all could have more command of our time. I'm with you, Manana.
It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old, Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool. That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends.
Maybe I'm a boyadero.
No.
I could...
No.
Aw.
The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide, yet it feels as if he could effortlessly go even wider, if need be. An endless torrent of time.
Any idea who killed the hangman?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
The merc was hanged with a very specific type of cargo belt, one often used in heavy transport areas, for example, harbors.
What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Pushed how?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Hold up, what does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
So I wonder if the hangman was the one that was going around investigating stuff. No, he couldn't have been going around investigating the hanging because he was dead. So, but it must have been an ally of his. Did you
I
kill
am the
him?
murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
I bet.
He's not lying about not doing it himself.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
This has been of limited use.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
Okay, gotta run. Interesting. So do I need to... Oh no, looks like maybe Measurehead's already there. No, he's standing here. So should I go talk to him right away? And be like, dude, I need you to move the body. Do I need to speak with him, or is he just gonna do that?
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Yes, I have. Evrart told me you're here to help us get the body down from a tree?
So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess
I
to
did.
reach my superior. Then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
He salutes my cunning.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
Measurehead's babe.
There's a but.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you.
Lieutenant, what if we don't
Both of you.
want to do
This
that?
is the uncomfortable result of not taking it down ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Yeah, I guess so.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup.
So we have to wait here, and we're gonna lose something because we couldn't get it down ourselves, but that's just the reality. So let's wait.
They see that they stay here the whole time.
There goes Measurehead.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
We're just trying to keep things from going to shit.
Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit? I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Evrat's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
Uh-oh.
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Yes, I am an unbelievably corrupt cop. I am corrupt every opportunity I get. I'll work with whoever I want.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno.
Oh no.
The man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's
Why is
victory
Kuno laughing?
today.
Why didn't you take down Kuno? There's been no side choosing. We did what we had to do to keep order.
And what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
Maybe. Leave. Alright. Well, that was fun. Let's go look at the body and see if we can start getting an autopsy so we can do some actual police work. Maybe the Hardy Boys will cooperate with me more. Well, now there's still the hanging. Oh my god. Look, the body is finally down. And then there's Kuno. Can we get rid of this kid? Let's find out. Well, everyone, I think this is an amazing place to stop. We have met Evrart Claire. We got a key from Manana for a new area. We actually got Measurehead to get the body down. And Kuno is not throwing rocks. So we will progress the story more next time, and I can't wait to see if Kuno can be extricated from the game experience altogether, but knowing Kuno, probably not. Alright everybody, take care.